Alright guys, so if you saw my last video, I broke down on the trail. I overheated and I blew my radiator, and it was completely my fault for not keeping an eye on my gauges. But the Jeep was still running really hot, and I mean, X-rays are notorious for just running really hot. So I decided to finally do something about that, and I bought some hood louvers. So check out what I bought, and this is a little bit different. I'm trying for a different look here than most people, so I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is it cool? Is it gay? You guys don't like it at all? It's horrible? Whatever. I'm just trying to do something different that's out there, so check it out. Bam! So basically that's a hood louver from a JK, and then I got these side ones off of Amazon, and this is how I'm planning to do it. They're obviously not cut up yet, so the side ones are kind of above, but yeah, this is a rugged rich hood louver vent thingy. And then I got these from Amazon. I thought it'd be a pretty cool look, just give it a little bit more aggressive look, so I'm gonna try it out. I mean, I kind of like it, so let's see how it does in cooling. And like I said, drop in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Is it cool or not? Is it gay? Whatever, but time to get this shit installed. Alright, so this thing came with a template of where you're gonna cut your holes. I'm gonna cut this hole, I'm gonna cut this hole, and then this is a little tiny one, but if you look at it, this is gonna be the top one right here. But because the X-ray has nothing in the back, I could probably just cut this whole thing whole right there, and just probably cut it just right here because the X-ray has nothing back there. But I mean, I'm gonna have to like do some custom shit because, like I said earlier, this is for a JK, so this template's not gonna line up perfectly. So I'm just gonna cut the excess paper. I'm gonna get measurements and center line of the hood, and then I'm gonna get measurements and center line of this and trying to line it up on the Jeep as best as I can, just to have it straight and have it look as aesthetically pleasing possible, and yeah, straight as possible. Alright, well, this is how she's gonna sit. I basically found the center of the hood louvers, then I found the center of the hood, and I lined it up. So I mean, conveniently, the center of the hood louver is this bolt hole right here, and then there's one more just right up there. And I mean, it might be obvious, the center of the hood is definitely stripped right down the middle, but I just wanted to make sure and double check. And as you can see right here, I just marked it, lined it up with the hole, and I basically did the same thing for the front right there. And then I just masked it around just to make sure everything's lining up. And time to take this off, put the paper template on, punch some holes, and then start cutting shit out. Alright, if you don't want to remove your hood, you don't really have to. You just need to protect your engine bay from cutting. So basically what I did, I just took the air filter out, so there's nothing there, because remember, you still got to drill. And then I just found this little metal plate thing, and I just put it right over the cooling hoses, just in case I do go through with the drill bit. I hit the metal first instead of the cooling hoses. And then I'm just gonna put a tarp, so I'm gonna get that tarp right there. I'm just gonna put it over the whole engine bay, so the fucking metal shards things just don't end up in there. Alright, so basically you lay your template down, you center punch some holes, then you get a hole saw and you just drill holes like this. And then all you have to do is, my favorite thing to do is just fucking grind the shit out of this, and you just follow the outside lines, and then you just cut the hole. And I'm gonna use tape just to make sure I have a straight line. And then, I mean, we're kind of already at the point of no return, but once we really cut this shit, it's really the point of no return. So it's basically just gonna look like this, and you just follow the lines, pretty much connect the dots, and you have your hole. Now remember, try not to cut too deep because you do have a cross member. Now this side, I'm just gonna be more careful because this cross member is the one that holds the latch system thing. But on this side, I'm probably just gonna fully cut it out. It shouldn't weaken the hood that much, so I don't know, we'll see though. So after you cut everything, it should look something like this. And like I said, you have your braces right here, your hood braces, or whatever these things are called, I forgot. I think I might cut this one, and this one I might just keep, because this little pin right here is for the hood latch. But there's another hole down there. There's another hole right there, so I'm thinking if I could just take that out and relocate it right there, I might just cut this brace off. And it shouldn't really hurt the much integrity of the hood, because you still have the side ones right here. You have the top one right here, and then of course the side one, and then there's one more in the bottom. So I don't think just cutting that little piece is gonna hurt it too much. So I'm just gonna see if I could relocate that to that, and if it still works, and then just cut that from there. Alright, I decided to just say fuck it and I just cut it off. And I mean, it's not, I mean, you could definitely notice it's a little bit weaker, especially on that side, but it's not too bad. Like I really have to fucking shake the living shit out of it. So it's not too bad, and you get more airflow, less obstruction. So far so good. Now I just have to measure to make that bottom cut, that big long one down there, and that's it for this one. All right, well, I'm pretty much just gonna look like that. Looks pretty funny. It looks like a little face thing, but there's still two big ass holes right there. I got the hole in the bottom, and it's a little flimsy, you know, but we are adding the hood louver, so it should reinforce it a little bit more. But yeah, next thing is just to drill the holes so you can bolt the thing on, and that's pretty much it. And then I just need to put the side ones. I'm thinking the side ones are gonna go like somewhere over here, but I'll have to wait and see. All right guys, well the next and final step in this is installing these on the side. So basically I just lined up tape. I got it as close as possible as I could to get it perfect, and then I made this little template thing, because you just cut the hole, so you flip it on both sides. So you got it like that, so you put it in there, you cut the hole, and then this one you just flip it over, and you cut the hole. And this is actually going to be held by this Scotch tape, so we'll see how well this works. If not, I'll just get some heavier duty shit, like some 3M. But basically that's where we're at now. Just line it up, and then I think it looks pretty close on both sides. So I know there's a difference on the gaps in the tape, but that's just how I lined it up. Because I'm just trying to mask the tape, so the tape's on the hood. I was just trying to match it with the line as close as I could. So, I mean, I got it as close as I can, and that's pretty much going to be the view of it. So now I just have to put the template, draw a Sharpie line so I can know where I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to lift up the hood and I'm going to see where the holes are going to be. And this is mostly aesthetic. It's not going to be functional. I'm going to try to make it as functional as I can by cutting the hole, obviously, but I'm going to check the underside of the hood, see where where the hole's going to be, see if it's going to be actually functional and take some heat out. If it doesn't really matter. That's why I got that big centerpiece right there. This is mostly just cosmetic, just stand out, do something different. I think it looks cool, so I don't know, let me know in the comments. Alright guys, we'll cut the holes. It's kind of the finished product. So on this side, I forgot that the hole is going to be right over the battery, so I'm probably going to have to do something with, I'm probably going to have to cover the battery or just relocate it to the back in general. But over here, the hole's right here. So that's how it's going to look with the holes right there. And then the underside, you can just go right there. I did cut a little bit more of that hood support frame thing. Same on this side. But with everything cut up, looks like it should be pretty good breathing room, so it shouldn't ever overheat anymore. So basically all that's left to do is just clean up the edges so this fits in perfectly. And then the tape's gonna go around there, and on the underside of this, so basically just put these in there. And bam, that's pretty much it right there. I just gotta take the tape off, and like I said, clean up the edges, put the tape on. But yeah, I think it looks all right. And this is how it looks from afar. I think it looks kind of mean. I kind of like it. It looks pretty cool. Here it is with the hood closed. So came out pretty decent. Almost no gap at all, except I left a little stick-on thing a little bit longer right there. So, but I do have more just in case this shit comes off. But that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this setup.